Greetings, viewers, and welcome to another edition of Talking Football with Drew and Stitch. We're going to start out with sort of a review of Auburn's football game from this past weekend, and then sort of give you a preview of the Louisiana Monroe game, which shouldn't be much of a game, honestly. But Auburn again sort of started slow. Cam Newton had that big 50-plus yard run, and then they sort of went into a shell for about 10 minutes off of the clock, got down by 2 touchdowns, and then were able to storm back and win the game. So,
looking at that, you really got to take your hat off again. Another great job by Auburn's coaching staff, offensive play calling, really to keep them in the game, and a great job by the coaches to look at the players and go, hey guys, we're still in this. We're playing a really good South Carolina team, but you know what? We can do this. Let's stay focused. Let's stick to our game plan. Let's stick to our offensive play calling, and just chipping away with those short plays, run after run. Short passing, really opening up the field a little bit to kind of to really put pressure on South Carolina's linebackers, especially.
And a guy like Marcus Lattimore was running away with the SEC Freshman of the Year, and they just totally iced him. They abandoned it pretty early, but I don't think it was going to do much good. They were selling out to stop him on every play, even at the expense of giving up 300 yards through the air. So.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with the game plan at all.
I think if you don't control Lattimore, then you have serious problems, especially in the late second half.
To Chiswick's credit, he was able to, he's always been really good at neutralizing like one player. Like if you have one guy that you're riding on, and he can take the ball out of his hands pretty much. But it was a great win for Auburn. Cam Newton's still saving that Heisman Trophy race, so it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and he's making a statement against some of these big SEC opponents, like South Carolina the week before against Clemson. Really making a statement saying that he is the guy. He's really, what I've kind of seen is what Auburn has not had in a long time. He's the guy that they can put the offense on his shoulders and say, take control of this drive, get in there, let's make the calls and let's get it done.
It's the guy, the quarterback leading the SEC in rushing. That's unbelievable. 14 total touchdowns through 4 games. We haven't seen a player like this in the SEC in a really long time.
Yeah, great job with the play calling and a better job with the execution. I really think if you look back at Auburn's first couple of games, and then now as we get, we've had the South Carolina game, you can really see they're becoming the deadliest weapon, I think, for the offense is becoming this short passing game. The timing of the routes is coming into play. Everything's being very very cohesive at this point. Receivers like Darvin Adams continuing to step up and making big plays for him.
And Emory Blake catching those screen passes, just little thing. Lutz Kirkin catch, if he can get 2-3 catches a game, that'll be really good. So let's go ahead and move into the Louisiana Monroe preview. It's not going to be, not much of a game, frankly. Sort of a sacrificial lamb coming in before the Kentucky game, but
you schedule this game as a bye week. You certainly don't want to overlook Monroe, because as soon as you do that, you do something stupid and lose the game. Fortunately for Auburn, they'll hopefully by the end of the first quarter, at least into the first half, they'll be able to bring in most of the second string, third string guys and give the first team a rest.
Again, I'll look for Newton to sort of pad his Heisman numbers. Against Louisiana Monroe, sort of like he did against Arkansas State.
Sure.
That's really all there is to look for. A couple of young players to look out for is Corey Lemonier and Craig Sanders. I think you'll see them go on the field a lot, maybe have a couple of sacks each. So that's something to look at. Well, now we're going to jump into the Alabama, sort of the review of the Arkansas game. That was really exciting. It was really similar to the Auburn South Carolina game. And both teams got down 20-7.
Right.
Got down a couple of touchdowns. And both teams ended up coming out on top. So
I will say, that Alabama right now is in the meat of the SEC schedule. We've got starting with Arkansas, we have 7 SEC games in a row. And the thing that Alabama has got to do, they cannot come out and play that slow in the first half. It took way too long to get the running game established, which, as you know, in the SEC, if you can't get your running game established in some way, you are not going to be able to pass the ball effectively.
No, and Arkansas's got they're basically a revolving door on defense, and if Alabama does that against a team like Florida or somebody like that, then they could be in trouble.
Yeah, and one of the big things is that our secondary has to clamp down.
They made plays, but they didn't. They still gave up nearly 400 yards through the air. That's got to be concerning. Auburn's sort of in the same boat. Not very good in the secondary, but they'll come along as the season goes on, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, finally in the second half, we start to see our running game pick up. Ingram and Richardson both
Yeah,
picking up a little bit. McElroy finally being able to get some of the short passing game down and then kind of air the ball out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Moving into this next game, coming in this next week, one of the big things we've got to do is McElroy we got to get the running game established early so that he can start to utilize his other weapons, such as, of course, Julio Jones, Marquise Mays, Darius Hanks, some of these guys that are our secondary receiving core. Guys, we have to get the ball to. We've got to be able to spread the ball to them, fortunately, I think what we'll be able to do is hopefully our offensive line will be able to keep up with, fairly good job they've done so far this year in giving McElroy time. And hopefully what we'll do a better job of is opening up some more holes this weekend for against this Florida defense, coming in and being able to hopefully get Ingram and Richardson some better carries early on in the game.
Yeah, so Ingram's a beast. I watched that. I mean, if not for him, they would have lost that game going away. But he's a great player. Like he and Newton, I mean, that's they're game breakers. So. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
The only other big games that we've got coming up this weekend, I believe it's if I'm not mistaken, it's Tennessee, South Carolina. Should be.
No, it's Tennessee, LSU.
Tennessee, LSU.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tennessee, LSU's this weekend. That could be a really good game. Trying to see if there are any more big SEC games that are coming up.
The Florida Alabama game. That's really it, honestly.
Another big game to watch nationally, though. We do have the Stanford Oregon game.
Yeah,
It's going to be a great game if you guys are looking to find something other than SEC. I don't know why you don't watch anything but SEC, but if you want to watch something else, that game is going to be on throughout the day. The one last thing I kind of want to do is let's hit your picks, man. Give me your pick. Pick the score for me for first the Auburn game, and then pick the score second for the Alabama game.
I think Auburn's going to win. I'm going to say 63-24.
63-24.
With playing young players and stuff. And the Alabama game is going to be. I think Alabama wins at 24-13.
Okay. I would say in the Auburn game, I like the score 57-14.
Okay.
And for the Alabama game, I'm going to go out and say that I think realistically we might be able to put up 31-13 on it.
All right.
Enjoy the games this weekend.
The Alabama game's a 9-point spread. I don't know that I would touch that one just because you don't really know just how good both teams are. But anyways,
enjoy the games, guys. Don't forget to send us in any questions that you may have. We always enjoy reading those and trying to address those in the next show.
As always, War Eagle.
Roll Tide.